Harvard scientist has issued a chilling warning about a mysterious interstellar object hurtling through our solar system and says it could spell disaster for Earth. Professor Avi Loeb, who is well known for pushing bold and often polarizing theories about extraterrestrial life, has been tracking the object named 3I Atlas since it was first spotted on July 1st. If the object is an alien craft, Loeb warned it could be carrying a probe or even a weapon. He predicted that such an intercept vehicle would reach Earth between November 24 and December 5, 2025. The timeline is based on calculations that 3I Atlas will pass behind the Sun from Earth's perspective this October, a time he ominously suggested could be used to prepare the attack. Referring to the object as a mothership, he explained that its position would be an efficient way to seed habitable planets with probes. This strategy would allow the devices to intercept the planets while the mothership continues on its journey to the next star. It may come to save us or destroy us. We'd better be ready for both options and check whether all interstellar objects are rocks, said Loeb. Chris Lintott, an astronomer at the University of Oxford, has dismissed Loeb's claims as nonsense on stilts, telling Live Science that the alien probe theory is an insult to the exciting work going on to understand this object. Loeb has remained adamant that something about 3I Atlas does not add up. He said its retrograde orbit, meaning it's moving against the flow of the solar system, is oddly aligned with Earth's path. 3I Atlas might be an alien probe, he said, citing its unusually rare trajectory, which just so happens to align closely with the orbital plane of the inner planets, including Earth. He puts the odds of that happening naturally at just 0.2%. At its closest point to the Sun on October 29th, fears of an alien invasion could send stock markets crashing, Loeb said. In that scenario, citizens would lose their trust in governments to protect them. He went so far as to compare the potential chaos to a military ambush, saying, "Facing a high-tech alien visitor could feel like Iran's air defenses when US B-2 bombers appeared, silent, unstoppable, and overwhelmingly powerful." The object, believed to be about 12 miles wide, is unusually large for something hurtling in from outside the solar system. According to Loeb, if it were natural, we would have already spotted millions of similar objects. But we haven't, he said. He has published 3 preprint papers laying out the case, and has even suggested that NASA attempt an interception using its Juno spacecraft when the object passes near Jupiter. In my view, we need a risk scale for interstellar objects, Loeb said. A 0 would be a natural comet. A 10 would be a verified technological object, possibly powered by an engine, or emitting artificial light. He also believes governments should already be forming task forces, including scientists, policymakers, and even psychologists, to determine how to respond and how to break the news to the public without triggering panic. Loeb's warnings have grown increasingly urgent, culminating in one dramatic statement. It may come to save us or destroy us. We'd better be ready for both options. If 3I Atlas is more than just a rock, he said Earth is woefully unprepared. The visitor, he warned, is already in our backyard. Even if the object turns out to be artificial, Loeb admitted there's little humanity could do. At nearly 60 miles per second relative to Earth, it's moving far too fast for any of our current rockets to reach. If the hypothesis that 3I Atlas is a technological artifact proves correct, there are 2 possible implications. Either its intentions are entirely benign, or they are malign, said Loeb. In the first case, humanity need only wait and welcome this interstellar messenger with open arms. It is the second scenario that causes serious concern. He added that because the second possibility has serious consequences, we can use the idea behind Pascal's wager. Blaise Pascal argued that it's smarter to believe in God, because the possible benefits of believing are much greater than the losses if you're wrong, Loeb explained. Similarly, in our case, it makes sense to warn humanity about the risk from 3I Atlas, even if it turns out to be just a theory. The cost of not warning could be much worse than the cost of being wrong. Let's pause for a few seconds and give me a like for this video. Thank you so much. Imagine the weight of the unknown pressing upon us, a colossal visitor from the void. 3I Atlas, barreling through our solar neighborhood at a blistering 135,000 miles per hour, its 12-mile girth dwarfing anything we've seen from beyond our stellar shores. Professor Loeb's calculations aren't flights of fancy. They're grounded in astrodynamics that scream anomaly. The object's hyperbolic path, with a velocity at infinity of 60 kilometers per second, defies the lazy drift of natural debris, hinting at engineered precision. Its retrograde orbit, tilted just 5 degrees from our ecliptic plane, aligns with Earth's trajectory in a way that odds makers would peg at a scant 0.2% for random chance. Feel that chill? It's the universe whispering that we might not be alone, and this guest could be knocking with intent. Picture it. As 3I Atlas slingshots perilously close to the Sun on October 29, 2025, vanishing from our telescopes behind that fiery veil, a strategic blind spot, with a mere 7% probability if nature were truly indifferent. Loeb posits this as the perfect cover for a mothership to deploy interceptors, perhaps benign emissaries, bearing gifts of knowledge or harbingers of doom, unleashing payloads at speeds rivaling our mightiest missiles. The emotional stakes couldn't be higher. Our blue marble, teeming with life, dreams, and fragile hopes, hangs in the balance. What if this is our Independence Day moment, not scripted in Hollywood, but etched in the stars? Or an ET-like olive branch, extending across the gulf to unite us in wonder. Yet, skeptics like Oxford's Chris Lintott decry it as nonsense on stilts, insisting 3I Atlas is just another icy wanderer, its faint coma a telltale of cometary normalcy. But dismissals ring hollow when anomalies pile up. No clear outgassing, despite non-gravitational nudges, suggesting propulsion. A size implying would spot hordes of kin if natural, yet the skies remain eerily empty. Loeb's preprints, co-authored with experts like Adam Hibbard and Adam Crowell, lay bare the math, probabilities as low as 0.005% for its planetary flybys, low delta-V maneuvers enabling Venus, Mars, or Jupiter rendezvous with ease. NASA's Juno could probe it come March 2026, a mere 53.6 million kilometers from Jupiter. Why hesitate when Congresswoman Luna urges action? Oh, the heartache if we ignore this. Humanity's hubris has blinded us before, but here Pascal's wager beckons anew. The peril of inaction dwarfs the embarrassment of over-preparation. Form those task forces, scientists, leaders, even poets to soothe our souls, as Loeb advocates. Monitor for UAP surges post-perihelion. Deploy the Rubin Observatory's gaze. This could be salvation, a technological trove to propel us to the stars, or destruction's shadow. Feel the pulse of possibility, the raw thrill of discovery mingled with dread. It's what binds us to the cosmos. Prepare, dear readers. The stars are calling, and we must answer with open eyes and steadfast hearts. The cost of complacency? Our very future, extinguished in ignorance. Let's rise to meet this interstellar dawn, whatever it brings.